You might be wondering why I'm walking inside the bush, but come along with me as I go on a road trip with my friends to Idanre Hills, Akure, Ondo State. So we started off in our home state and we got to Akure where we did a food stop at Chicken Republic. We had lunch, after which we went to Idanre Hills. The reception, we got our tickets and we got a tour guide named Nifemi who told us about the history of the place. There were 682 steps etched into the side of the hills all the way to the top, and you would think that would be so easy to do, but it was so painful. My thighs were weeping. But yeah, the views were very breathtaking the higher up we went, and so we persevered. I was just thinking about my life, whether I should go back down or continue. But yes, we continued, and this was like 20 steps remaining to the top, and so we eventually got to the top where we saw some pieces of history, a missionary house, a forbidden forest, and an absolutely breathtaking view of the town below. We then took some photos, after which we continued on a 2 hour 30 minute hike into the town at the top of the hill. Now, here we have some young men who are not ready to get married, as the history of the village says whoever wants to get married must be able to carry this stone to their chest level. Look at how these men were struggling. But yeah, look at this laborer who was able to carry it without any stress. We continued on our hike and were shown this river which supposedly had healing properties, after which we continued to see the old palace. It was already falling in, but it was good to see this little piece of history. There was a carving of a princess breastfeeding, and this was supposedly to replace her as she could not sit down there in real life when breastfeeding. So this was a good little trip and I recommend.